Hello, everyone. It's the Interior here with a stream for the first time in months. So I wanted to start streaming earlier in the month, but I had this thing called being sick. And it turns out being sick, and I'm still on the lingering, I think I'm past the actual disease itself, but I have what I've heard referred to as a post-viral bronchitis, which is basically where I've still got a bit too much of a mucus load in my bronchial tubes, I guess, my lungs effectively. Hey, Mana Guy. Good to see ya. So I've been having a lot of coughing and my throat's been getting irritated easily from talking. So I've been hesitant to stream, but we've got this little thing called the anniversary event coming up. And I don't know about you, but I wanted to get these characters far enough that I could get some of the anniversary goodies for them. In particular, I wanted to be able to get the monk staff and things like that. So that means making some progress on this account, and it has been way too friggin' long. So I have about 2 hours here before I need to stop. We'll see how well things go. But I wanted to make a monk because I want to be able to get a staff for the monk. So this is going to be a factions character. I love you, Prophecies. This is such a good picture for Prophecies. There's been in Wooden Potatoes Discord, little sneaky thing, been a guy who's been remaking pre-searing in Unreal Engine, and it's importing assets from there's a map viewer that lets you look at models and stuff from Guild Wars 1, and there's been a guy in Wooden Potatoes Discord who's been taking those things and recreating pre-searing in Unreal Engine 5, and it looks gorgeous with a more modern lighting engine. Also, if there's just random coughing, that's just kind of an inevitability I can feel when building right now from me talking too much. Okay. Monk. I love these pre-renders. You can see the Ritualist one in animation, actually, and the Assassin one in the cinematic trailer for Factions. But we're going to make ourselves a Canthan Monk here. Wow, that looks like too much eyeshadow, but maybe that's just loaded weirdly. It's actually not bad when you see it. I don't know why the preview graphic is so clunky. But yeah. Been too long since I was doing stuff here. I actually like this one the best. I don't know why it ended up the way it did. Let's go with... Let's go with that skin tone. Why do necromancers have so many more hair colors than other classes? Okay, we're going to sit on black for a moment. Could go with the traditional bald monk look. Might, actually. This one's pretty good, too. I like the flower. And this reminds me of one of the Prophecies hairstyles that I like. I think this might be the one that I have on the female monk on my main. That is quite elaborate. I'm not sure how I feel about having basically a flag sticking off the side of your head. You know what? Yeah, let's just go with bald. Get the tattoos working up there. That is really back shoulders. Okay. Shortness. Always purple. Oh, now comes the hard part. I need a name. Hmm. Let's go with Sophia Sora. Sora means sky in Japanese. Why not? I need a name. Let's go. And drink a bunch of water to try to calm my throat. Did we bug? Did we bug our loading? We get a loading bug. Might have gotten a loading bug. Okay, I'm going to call this a loading bug. One moment. Oh, no, wait. Wait, it resolved itself. Okay, we don't need to hear about the ritual known as Master Togo. A brief moment of me in my pajamas. Because this needs to be organized differently or something. I don't know. Okay, hang on. Okay, this is a rendering error. This is a very interesting rendering error. Yeah, stuff is happening, right? You can hear it. What's going on here? Okay, if I switch to this screen. Oh, this is very weird. Okay, if I switch scenes in OBS, it clears the loading screen. So I don't know what's going on that's happening. I don't want the cape showing. I want all of the weapon sets. I always get thrown off by new character weirdness. Hello, instructor. No, I just want to go with Master Togo. I know what I'm doing. I've played this game many a times. Oh, we're picnicking. Okay, I think we're back. I'm still on wireless, so the stream's just going to sometimes decide that it's just going to die. And there's not anything I can do about it besides getting a wired setup back, and that's something that I have not done yet. So hopefully that doesn't happen too often. I want to seek out the headmaster. Bring me into the monastery. Now, please. Okay. And for some reason, there's a bug with OBS that means I have to change scenes. So 1 second. I don't know why. I don't know how. But I have to change scenes in order to be able to clear up the loading screen. Which is the weirdest bug I have heard of. Yeah. Wonder if I should download these and stitch them together. Rather than have like a 3-minute video. Okay, something about Ludo having a big heart. Thank you. You're ready to begin your training? Excellent. It's good to see such enthusiasm. And one so young, the life of a monk is sometimes all too tranquil, in her opinion. Sister Tai will administer your first lesson. And learn a great deal from her. If you pay attention, find her in Sanqua Vale. I will look for Sister Tai. Ooh, and Healing Breeze. Excellent. Excuse me. That'll keep happening. Let's just spec something like that. Have I earned? Nope. Okay, so my goal on this character today is to try to get to Minister Cho's estate. Add Lucas, my Sai, and hopefully I can keep everybody alive. Should be straightforward enough to do. And loading screen. I have no idea why that's happening. I don't know how that's happening. Oh yeah, then he gives me a little bit of a rundown of like the issues going around here. This is not story focused. I mean, I'm not going to completely ignore it. I'm planning on making this character /necro because I want to make a variety with the secondary professions so I can like see all of the quests again and everything. But I'm not going to like, especially the common stuff, I'm not going to focus on too much. Okay, Sister Ty. Okay, she's out this way. When I'm monking, I like to have the health bars over here because it's more in line with where I'm looking. And I apologize for coughs. Trust me, I wish I wasn't having the issue either. I do love this area by Minister Cho's estate. Okay, wait, where are we going? Over here. I've been thinking about streaming the Dark Souls trilogy again. On account of a friend who's been playing through them recently and has demonstrated an interest in me doing so. We'll see if that happens, though. Hey, Sister Ty. Headmaster Mara has seen something in you, else she would not have sent you to me so soon. It's good that you have joined our ranks. If you're ready, I will teach you the basics of healing. Perhaps I can learn something from you as well. The Undone Circle is the practice area where the warriors train. We monks can assist in their training as we practice our own craft. Boy, I knew that I would have throat, like my throat would be easily irritated and I'd cough a bunch. I did not expect it to be as bad as it is. By healing them as they spar, we extend their training sessions and allow them to practice with real weapons. This is an interesting bit of world building. Where I don't know how much the like background hum of insects is coming through on the stream, because I do have the game volume somewhat low, so it doesn't overpower my voice. But anyway, where the monks healing the warriors as they spar mean that they can use real weapons to spar and spar for longer, right? Because of healing their injuries. And I think that's a really interesting little bit of world building. Walk over to the Undone Circle and relieve one of the other students from duty. I'm ready to help. I'm comforted to know that you have chosen the path of light. It warms my heart to see new monks learn the art of prayer, healing, and protection. One day all of Cantho will learn that and join us in prayer and cleanse this land of the evils that infect it. Yeah, okay. Stalemate. Healing Touch is an interesting one to be giving us. Do not be discouraged if you have some difficulty at first. It's very challenging to play the role of the healing monk. I'm finally starting to get it. I think first watch your party's health at all times. And apply healing when needed. Also monitor your own health and energy levels. Not easy, but with practice it gets easier. Time for me to go now. Good luck with your training. Come stand next to me so that I may assist you during this exercise. Now these warriors are relying on us just as they would in battle, to keep them alive so they continue to fight. Let us keep them at full health, shall we? Put on your target's health level and use your skills to provide healing. Energy is your most important resource, so watch it carefully. That is true. It is. If you are careless, your charge will suffer for it. Impressive. Well, it looks like the warriors are done practicing for the day, so I suppose we are too. Excuse me. Okay. Headmaster Amara is right to put her faith in you. You will be a great monk one day. I commend you on your outstanding performance, Sophia Lesora. I have taught you all I can for now. You are ready to move on. Travel to Kenya province and seek out Brother Peiwan. He will continue your training. Okay, you know what that means. It means traveling to my village. I believe is over this way. I hope all of you have been doing well while I have been unable to stream or haven't been streaming. Part of it, so if you watch on my YouTube channel the life and channel updates, I was realizing that I was wanting to stream but not prioritizing it high enough to actually spend the time streaming. And pretty shortly after that video, that was at the end of March that I recorded that. It's like I would like to start streaming again, and I understood why I hadn't been, so I could correct the internal issue. But then I was, like I said, sick and having all of these issues with this easily irritated throat and stuff like that. So I wasn't streaming for that reason. But it's good to be back. Healing Touch is a really odd choice. This is the skill that would get Alicia killed back in the day. Or like, because Alicia, the healer henchman from Prophecies, had a reputation for running into the front line, and it was because she had Healing Touch on her bar, so she'd use it to heal warriors and go run up next to them. Right, this weird... No, I didn't give enough time. Okay, there's something weird about how that connects, that's a problem. Okay, and my henchmen are all upgraded. I am just very perplexed by how that's happening. Healing Touch is best skill in the game. Oh man, if I had to pick an actual best skill in the game, what would it be? My brain automatically jumps to Death Blossom as like the single best skill in the game. Obviously, no skill stands alone, right? It's a game of the interaction between skills. The Death Blossom does nothing without like a lead attack and an offhand. You have to be able to get to it. And like Jagged Strike and Fox Fangs having such quick cooldowns is also part of why it works. Let's see. Just Death Blossom is so pushed as a skill. I wonder if I get Signet of Devotion. If I don't get Signet of Devotion by doing quests and stuff, it's definitely one of the first skills I want to pick up. Oh my goodness, that hurt. Please don't stand next to me. Okay, Wolk. I will take your quest. I will take your Star Wars reference of a quest. Ow. Boy. Healing Touch feels terrible when you have no divine favor. Healing Breeze is my best healing skill right now. By a long shot. I need to be able to... I don't have... Okay, I need to log into this chat at some point so I can take mod actions. I will worry about that at some future point. Cragfist. I need him alive or I'm not going to be able to... Oop, I gotta level up. Will you survive long enough? Yes. Need to get another healing breeze going. Whew, that was a tight one. Give me my experience points. Thank you. That was a lot of experience. Guess I want more of those. I really want +6 off of Healing Breeze. Wow, I'm almost level 4. Excuse me. I see there was more frame drops, but it didn't zero out, so that means there wasn't a picnic. Uh-huh. That is just the weirdest bug. Okay. Guess this way? I kind of need to go on the other side of this mountain, so there's not like a direct route there. Okay, well that got me another level. Still +5 on Healing Breeze. I do not want to fight Ari the Skull. Whatever his name is right now. Dumat Pass. Is he over in this area? Oh, cool. We're going over to this little structure. Complex. You're quite fortunate that Headmaster Amara has agreed to train you. She is quite the most accomplished of our headmasters and really should have been promoted by now. Are you ready for your next lesson? Good. Let's get started. Headmaster Amara has foreseen that a sickness will come to Cantha soon, a plague that will turn even the meek into raging monsters that kill anything they see. Headmaster Amara is never wrong. We must gather 2 ingredients, nongberries and tiling buds, so she can attempt to create an antidote. Okay, I got Resurrect and Retribution. An interesting set of skills. I now have some serious redundancy on my bar, but gonna do. I need more skills before I can do anything about that is what I need. A red Yeti over there. There's nongberries. The real question is, will I get the assassin daggers? There's an assassin boss in here. Probably won't be seeing him though. It tells me about maintained enchantments. Pretty straightforward. This idea of non-magical curatives is not really heavily explored in this game. Oh yeah, earrings. What I'm seeing. If we can avoid that red Yeti. I'm probably going to be a little bit more a little bit quieter than usual. I don't say more quieter self. Just because of wanting to avoid triggering a cough, but we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go look at this over here. Looks like a rice paddy. I think that's probably what it is. A neat little spot. Do they have rice paddies in Xingzhe and Guild Wars 2? I don't remember. Not that we got this side of Xingzhe. I hope they pick up the Ricey Palace stuff that they laid down in that in Guild Wars 2. I know I did not make it easy for you, but you did well nonetheless. I'm impressed. I don't think you made it hard for me. Master Togo requests that you meet him in Linnock Courtyard, which is located just off of the main monastery proper. Despite the fact that he is a ritualist, he is in charge here, and you would do well to heed him, I suppose. It is a long way back to the monastery, but you should be able to travel there easily enough using your map. Excellent. Right. This malarkey. Oh, somewhere in there I dropped a bajillion frames. Don't know what happened to them. Just fell out of somewhere. Don't know when that happened either. Yes, the Naga in the area. That's not a high priority for me to do right now, though. I think... Can I get a bag with that? I can get a rune of holding with that. I'd rather get bags first. Nothing else of note going on here. Okay, I can open this. Right. This is what it's like to have a bank not cluttered down with stuff. Oh man, I have Drake kebabs and stuff here. Excellent. Preparations are well underway. Haha. I'm rich. I already have 4 plat to my name in this account. If anybody knows why that's happening, I would be very curious, just from a technical standpoint, of what's going on there. It did not used to happen. So I probably need to do an update to OBS. It did tell me there was one, but I don't want to install an update just before I start streaming. Like, Paint.net has this amazing innovation called a little dialog that says, install update on exit. And more software needs to implement that. Because it really does work better that way. Headmaster Amar has told me great things about you, Sophia Leosora. You have begun to learn the way of the monk, but to reach your full potential, you must use a second path. Speak with the other headmasters and learn what they have to teach you. You may make a final choice. Come to me. I'm going to become a necromancer secondary on this character. I decided that earlier, so that's what we're going to do. If you're interested in taking the necromancer profession as your secondary field of study, then you will need to speak with Headmaster Kuju. I think you'll find her quite pleasant for a necromancer, and she can certainly teach you all you need to know. I mean, you can do all of these, and I did in the slow playthrough before doing the final one, which was Ranger. Made an Assassin Ranger for that character. I will never not be annoying. Okay, Kuju. Well, hello there, youngster. Of course I can teach you. It will be my great pleasure to welcome another young necromancer into the fold, and I cannot wait to introduce you to my grandchildren. You're ready to learn the dark magics of death, blood, and curses? Consider your choice carefully. Child, I can see that one day you'll be a great necromancer. It will be hard work, but I will be here to help you along the way. You must learn to love Grenth and all he stands for. You must care for each corpse as you would your own child. You must accept death as an ally and study your curses and diseases with fervor. Do all this, and you will surely achieve your potential. Your grandson, Renku, will provide your initial training. I trust his enthusiasm for our craft will rub off on you. Look for him out in Sunquo Vale. I mean... Oh, Vampire Gaze is... Deathly Swarm is much better. Oh, boy, I am looking forward to having some attribute points and some concentrated skills rather than this hodgepodge all over the place of skills that I've currently got. It's interesting how different juxtapositions feel different. This ground texture, I'm pretty sure... I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure this is the same as used all over Prophecies for cobblestones. But because these are dark, it gives it, in like the lighting is a little bit different. It just gives a different feel to it, which I think is pretty interesting. Who's ready for this malarkey? Again, I'm finding that baffling. Whatever. I decided to go this way, we'll go this way. This lamp post thing? I'm seeing this thing in the map in the middle of this path, and I think it's this right here. You know? That is whatever that is. Like these little translucent things floating in the breeze? That's interesting. area's verdant. A lot of grasses and things. Your grandmother sent you, I presume. Welcome to the life of death. This task will test your ability to utilize minions effectively. Not that it really matters in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, enthusiasm? Anyway, the nearby temple has been infested with mantids. That should prove to be a fairly simple task for you. The Queen Mother, however, might be a different story. Eliminate the nest and return to me. Wow. Okay, you're giving me the good stuff. Bone Fiend is widely regarded as the strongest of the reanimation spells because the minions don't have to close distance to be effective. Excuse me, to be effective. It is, however, 25 energy, which is an awful lot. I think we can all agree. Alright, Widow Minion. They also scale in size based upon their level. This kind of ominous little area. I don't know that I've explored this space much. Excuse me. I'll tell you right now, this holy staff has got to be better than what I'm wielding. Yeah. Has any properties on it. Gen out. They just don't have very much HP, so the little bit of degen they do get applies very quickly. Oop. Is it control? No. Shift print screen. Your goodness, I don't know what I was thinking there. Yeah, see that regen is barely qualifying as regen now. I guess I'm just exploring this weird side space. I must have succeeded somewhere there. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about keeping those minions around anymore. Not much point in it. Light breaking through over there. A bit mysterious. This is a hidden little shrine. What to, I could not say. Neat. Wow, okay, I dropped a bajillion warframes somewhere in there. I mean, I'd rather drop frames than drop connection entirely, but I do need to solve that. This is why you stream on a wired connection, not a wireless one, but... Oh, this is a little side path. Minister Cho's estate. Neat. We'll be back to that later. I love this. These trees. So pretty here. I have, just outside my window, which I can see looking off to my left, where I'm sitting, we have a cherry tree that right now is in full blossom, and it is gorgeous. The sun is shining on it. I want to take more pictures of it, but I've already taken plenty. It's not like more would be any different than the ones I've already taken, but it's just very, very beautiful. That's something that I've been enjoying. a lot right now. Yeah. I wish it could look that way all the time, but that's just not how it works. Zhangzhou Temple. Hey, Renku. Are you finally finished? I was about to give up and head back to the monastery. I've taught you all I can be bothered to. I am sure you'll make a fine necromancer, or more likely you will die trying. My sister is waiting for you in Panjing Peninsula. Her name is Sue. She'll be absolutely thrilled to continue your studies. I just know it. Find her and tell her that we have completed initial lessons. Okay. Actually, I should go to Xingzhe. This is very inconvenient. Okay. Nine doesn't have anything for me just yet, does he? Oh no, I have the quest. Never mind. Yay, +6. Oh, I can't invest in those anyway. Okay, I have a belt pouch. I can do that while I'm here, so I want to make sure I do. Okay. I'll talk to Sister Choiju. That is entirely too much text for me to be reading right now. It sounds like she's giving a tourist spiel, I guess. Captain Jingu is wise to send you. The latest information is that the Naga have mapped the area and are using the waters of the Zennai to traverse the lands. This is troubling because Kantha has very few rivers, and the Zennai is one of our main water sources. If you travel to the falls, you'll see a deep hole with steep constructed walls. This connects to all of Kantha by a large subterranean cave system, providing our Kanthan citizens with fresh water. If something were to happen to this water source, much of Kantha would be without drinking water. Certainly sounds like a problem. I know. Hey, Salty Grease. Also, check out this weird bug. You hear the sounds? If I switch to a different scene in OBS, it gets rid of the loading screen overlay. I don't know what it is about OBS that is making that not work, but here we are. How are you doing, Salty Grease? Hope you're doing well. I myself have been sick. A lot lately. I've been coughing some on stream as it is. Just the lingering issues. Yeah, I gotcha. To Yingju. Yes, these guys over here. Well, this is technically the strongest minion raising skill. It is not the one I would ideally pick for this character. My best Alicia impression. Get rid of the minion panel. Minion panel is really weird. It's hard to make it go away once it shows up. I think Zheng Zhou here is... Isn't he the guy who becomes afflicted along with Zhou Tai in Zendai Jun? I don't remember offhand. Okay. Zoo. Ah. Inmate minions would be better. 10 energy for 2 minions seems good. Oh, what does Farmer Zinhao want? Look like the sort of person who gets around, if you don't mind me saying. I think you could do me a favor. Those accursed kappa have been eating my crops, and I cannot get rid of them just by a pitchfork. It is too dangerous by far. But there is a hunter named Sukato visiting Shinjie Monastery, if I'm not mistaken. Sukato promised me a kappa trap when last he passed through here, but he has not been back this way yet. If I do not get rid of the kappa, my crops will not survive until harvest. If I promise to reward you for your time, would you pick up that kappa trap for me? Oh, why not? But I need to track down soon. Monk as a profession relies so heavily on its elite skills. It's really interesting. Like, you can make a really competent fire elementalist build without needing an elite skill, just because most of the stronger fire magic spells are not elites. And it's not like you can't benefit. Like, elemental attunement really helps a lot with some of the higher energy costs of like Rod Quartz Invocation or whatever. But and like stronger assassin builds also don't need elites. But like, it's probably a mistake. Monk relies heavily on its elite for functioning. All right, Sue. Sue Soon Kim. Own Kim. Yeah, I mean, you definitely. I mean, you need your element attunement. Elemental attunement is more optional, but certainly is good. And there's better elites and attributes other than fire. It's not that like fire elites are bad either. It's just um like the strongest spells are not necessarily elites. Wow, my voice is, or my throat is just so sensitive right now. I suppose my brother sent you? Oh, joy. Just what I need. Another novice to waste my time. Or perhaps I can find a use for you if I put my mind to it. So, you passed my brother's test. Well, perhaps you can be of some use to me then. I need to clear this cave of Naga. They're little more than pests to someone with my powers, but for you, perhaps they'll provide a challenge. In fact, this will be a good test for your abilities. Take a moment to review the skills I'm about to give you, then speak with me again once you're ready to test your skills. Full feast. I mean, sure. You know what? I'll look up that now. Barb Signet, I don't want. Unlocking skills, though. Reaping the Naga. Are you ready to go? Finally. The Naga must be eliminated. Follow me. Yeah, you do have to bring your elemental attunement. It's really hard to build an elementalist bar that doesn't rely on the attunement. And that is very frustrating. Sue's powers of being a level 10. You still shouldn't be standing in those, though. Neither should I, for that matter. Ow. $50 health for no investment is actually pretty strong. There's a couple of necromancer skills that are pretty useful on monk. A lot of them are in blood magic. I think blood bond is actually one that could be kind of useful, depending upon your party composition. Another one is the wells of blood and power, and offering of blood, of course. Yeah, she's using life siphon. I see that the stream dropped at some point in there while I was in fighting things. Not ideal, but here we are. Oh, yeah, I need to go talk to Sue. I see the Nagaru are not much of a challenge for you, after all. You've learned everything I have to teach you, and as much as my brother is willing, Master Togo wishes to meet with you in Linaka Courtyard, just off the main monastery proper. Use your map travel there quickly. Good fortune, Sophia Sora. And everything I have time to teach you. And as much as my brother is willing. Interesting. So the implication here is that her brother is better but lazy. Lazy might not be the right word. I don't know. Lazy is a loaded word in, I don't know, this language, this culture, something like that. Nyang the tanner. There's your treated hides. My belt pouch. Kato. Need to talk to you for a thing. Do not place any appendages in the trap if he wishes to keep them. I should actually pick up some fresh armor while I'm wandering here. Stuff is pretty reasonable. You are a weaponsmith and not an armorsmith. I mean, 15's alright. How much? Yeah, I know it costs 3 bolts of cloth. How much do I have flying on me? Oh, 3 bolts of cloth. Hang on. I need to go visit my bank. It's just over here. I like the Ascalonian armor. I've got a lot of nostalgia for it, but I don't think that's really what I'm going to stick to fashion-wise on this character long term. See what the other fashion styles are that are available to me now. The Xingje stuff, which is what I think I have right now. Hey, Hawk. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. And Canthan. You know what? Let's go Canthan. One of my vassals. want... yeah, let's just get healing. This stuff is 5. So it's much weaker. Also very cheap. There we go. I think that's just the Xingje stuff. I don't need it anymore, though. It's terrible. I also don't need the starter Holy Rod or the starter truncheon. Those are not going to be worth anything. They're just taking up space. Would be better spent on anything else. This stuff is all just going to be merchant fodder as well. Yes, it does. Because it sells for nothing and is no good for anything. So I've got an interesting bug going on. I'm not even sure how it works. Where when I do a zone transition, this loading screen overlay doesn't properly clear unless I change OBS scenes. See, I change that scene and it clears it. And I have no idea why that's going on right now. So that's fun. Yeah. And Master Kuju has told me great things about you, Sophia Sora. You have begun to learn the way of the Necromancer, but to reach your full potential, you must choose a second path. Speak with the other headmasters and learn what they have to teach you. When you're ready to make your final choice, come speak to me again. I'm ready to make my final choice. Now that you have completed training in some of the other professions and learn more about them, it's time to make a choice. Think carefully now. Once you decide, you will not be able to change your mind until you become Wei no Su, which is not something we're planning on. Oh. Come back to me, frames. I see you. I see you. Hey. Hey, we're reestablishing connection. There we are. And I'm back. This just straight up lies to you because from a story perspective, they don't expect you to become Wei no Su. Also, hello, welcome back. I'm here now. Okay. Once you decide you'll not be able to change your mind, I'm taking Necromancer. And then I'm going to go work on my insignia. Fitting choice, young one. Congratulations. You now have the choice of returning to your headmaster, turn your insignia, or your primary profession, or you can take a further quest from me. Although it is your choice, I recommend that you speak with your master first. I am going to. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be real irritating for this because there's going to be a lot of back and forth. But what you going to do? Okay. I want to invest in death magic here. Technically, for this little bit, that's better than resurrect. You're ready to earn your monk insignia. All right then. This advanced training is designed to teach you the nuances of divine favor, protection, prayers, healing prayers, and smiting prayers. Monks draw their power from Duena and use it to keep allies alive. Speak with the instructor to begin your training. Who is Takoshi Koshiba? And why are they attempting to trade with me? Welcome to my dojo. This is where students receive advanced training in their chosen professions. I'm known as Instructor Ng. Advanced defense techniques. In the monastery... Okay, whatever. There's a bunch of things here. Attacked by 2 instructors. Survive for 2 minutes. Sounds straightforward enough. Enfeebling blood is good. Probably better than Reversal of Fortune is right now. Shielding Hands is also decent. Probably better than Retribution. I would like to go to the dojo now. All right. Do 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 do. Oh, I see how it is. You got one hit off on me. Now I have to run around and. Oh, there's a couple of manted corpses in here I can use to heal. Neat. Just refresh that. Now I can get my kiting on. Yeah. They are realistically not doing very much damage. I don't know if this will be the longest one or not. If I have disenchantment, that one will probably be the longest because I'll have to try to take a guy down while he has ridiculous things going on, and that's not going to be easy. All right. Go talk to the instructor. Thank you. Yeah, disenchant my course. This one is broken because they changed how a key enchantment works and never updated it. Condition removal. I will absolutely take a condition removal. Some conditions will cause you to lose health quickly, others slow your movement, blind you, leave you dazed. I would love for them to go and update that one. All they have to do is change it to, like, hey, that unlocked Plague Touch for me. Neat. Hey, Professor Guy. So I just have to tank you for 2 minutes, eh? There's no reason to move this. I don't need to go anywhere. Oh, yep. Boy, I've been having a lot of stream drops, haven't I? No, you. You have the deep wound. It's better than my ailment right now. Is this taking from the bottom? That's weird. Hang on. Give me another condition. I need to test something. I've injured him so much healing took it instead. Nope, that's taking from the top. That's functioning properly. I'm just having weird timing. Professor Guy is attempting to encourage me. Oh, I see. The person said hello. Hello, Takoshi Kushiba. If I had some investment in curses, I could transfer multiple conditions at once. I believe Plague Touch used to be no attribute, actually. Excuse me there. That's weird. This is transferring weirdly. Okay, I'm gonna see the instruction for my reward. See the screen there for the coming back. Defense against hexes. I am prepared to meet this challenge. One of the most important things you can learn at this dojo is how to defend against the power of hexes. Many foes will use hexes to limit your abilities, drain your energy, your health and energy, and so on. The strongest of us learn to successfully combat these techniques. Are you ready to enter my dojo and learn the art of hex defense? Accepting this quest, you will abandon your other blah blah blah. Remove hex. Solid skill. What do I want to spec in right now? Bit more death magic. Such a weird bug. Boy, my connection feels like it's been pretty terrible today. Our router's been having some problems. Our 2.4 gigahertz band, I think is the lower one, keeps dropping out. And by keeps, I mean within the last couple months, we've had to reset it twice now to get that band back. It's not the biggest of deals, but it's the one that our printer connects to, so yeah, it's been causing problems. Yes, I am ready. Engage instructor soon in combat. A lot of these, like, hang out for 2 minutes. Okay, Barbs doesn't even do anything threatening. Life Siphon has like a 2-second recharge, so remove hex is not even good against it. Barbs does nothing here. Why are you using Barbs? All I have to do to win this is apply Healing Breeze to myself every like 15 seconds. Did I end it early by getting her HP low? Congratulations, my friend. Sue's a powerful necromancer, but you held her own against her nicely. Yes. Level 10 is not what I'd consider powerful. But, you know, whatever. Thank you. Skill chaining. I encourage you to take the skill chaining course. I am ready. Hey, animate bone minions. Neat. Draw conditions. Okay. Zealot's Fire. Death Nova. Yeah, that seems good. We'll use the Necromancer combo. The stream will begin shortly as soon as I go back to this thing. command panel, please. Welcome. Okay. The thing is, it's getting stuck in game. It's not getting stuck in the preview. Like, it is literally within the context of my screen is getting stuck on the loading screen. So I don't know exactly what's going on in that regard. You fight well for a novice. This challenge proved your merits, but you'll have to face more difficult ones when you leave the confines of the monastery. Go back to the instructor and report on your progress. I will do that. It is definitely something about the interaction between the way the game capture works and the way the game works, though. And I'm not sure what it is. It's causing it specifically. You have completed. You're progressing quite well. It's perhaps the most important class we offer. I would have called it skill combination rather than skill chaining, but whatever. It's time to learn the art of enchantment and disenchantment. Knowing when you, your ally, or your foe is under the enchantment is invaluable. I am ready to learn. Strip enchantment. I would have to invest in blood magic to make that work, and it's not even good here. But I unlocked it, so that's cool. Let's see if I can do this, eh? This is going to be tough. The thing is, with the way that used to work, this would be fine, but... Oh my goodness, this one is just so difficult. It might have been if I'd been able to time stuff with the minions better. I think I can probably still Death Nova him because my wanding is doing very little damage. But his Divine Favor bonus is like compensating for a lot here. This might be possible at a higher level. Or if I invest more in death magic, maybe? I might have to invest most of my attributes into, or like all of my attributes into death magic. I have a hope of this being possible. Here, something else that might help is if I do this to myself, that might pop his thing earlier. Oh, that's the wrong direction. Oh, what do you have to say? Oh, apparently I've earned my monk insignia. Apparently I don't need to actually complete it. Okay. I'll look at that in a second. I do want to see if I can with this change. Just to see if it is possible, but Death Nova on the other one. Yep, I was able to get it with higher death magic. Good work. Now you know what enchantment looks like. Yeah, that one is so much more functional with the old version of Life Sheath. All of the spells and skills are going to just give me. So I should take my funds and go. Also, I can get Rune of Holding. Oh. Okay, I'm going to just need to, like, download all of these parts and stitch them together. This is too ridiculous. I don't need to be uploading a bunch of tiny parts. It's going to be a pain in the butt. But what you going to do? 625 gold. Do want to go grab my bank. Whoa! That's a big breeze. Knocking a bunch of petals off of our tree, too. It's pretty in a pre-searing sort of way, but it does mean that not like those petals magically respawn themselves, you know? I'm not going to spend all of that money, but I just wanted to grab some funds. I want to grab a few more skills. Signet of Rejuvenation, Signet of Devotion are both high on my priority list. I mean, I eventually need everything, but... yes, to all 3 of these. Not a whole lot of strong healing prayers options, which is a little annoying. I can get a bunch of those later. Probably good for now. Computer Explosion might be nice to have at some point in time as well. Oh, I do want Blood Bond. Okay, that's good. Okay, I just unlocked a bunch of skills. That's spicy. No Signet of Rejuvenation yet, which is a little surprising. But here we are. Okay. I'm pretty sure Signet of Rejuvenation is one. I can go to Prophecies and get some skills there as well. Once I get to that point. So I may want to do that just because they're free. Okay. What do I need to do right now? I need to talk to the Headmaster Amara. Can hide the minion panel. I don't need my bank open right now either. Citizens of Acantha are becoming more and more concerned about the sickness in Kaitan village. They fear that it may soon spread to other nearby villages. It has been many years since we have seen this degree of panic among so many citizens at once. I fear the panic will cause as much destruction as the plague. I need you to travel to Kaitan village in Penjiang Peninsula. Use your skills to remove any conditions and the sickened villagers may be suffering from. I will travel to Kaitan village and see to the sick. Okay, so one of the things that told me right off the bat is I do need to make sure I'm bringing Mend Ailment. Probably right there. Skill bar is absolutely terrible, but what you gonna do? Probably shouldn't have Death Magic on here, but again, I just don't have a whole lot of skills to begin with. Alright. That is not the button I wanted to hit. That's the button I wanted to hit. Just gust for a moment. This also affords me an opportunity to talk to the Kappa guy. Who's in the area. What's the Kappa trap? I do like this map. Like, this area is really pretty. They have some really nice atmospheric perspective going on with the mountains and stuff, too. Atmospheric perspective is where stuff gets kind of hazier and less saturated the further away from you it gets, by the way. Those who are maybe unfamiliar with the term. I'm noticing it in the mountains there. Is that all I needed to do? Yeah, okay, that was trivial. The guy who wanted the Kappa trap was Farmer Zinhao. I have had the game running for 2 hours. Playing is a strong stretch. I had it open for a little bit before I started. Planning to go for about another half an hour, maybe a touch more, depending upon where I'm at. It looks a little rusty, but it should do the trick. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And now, to trap me some Kappa. Hello, Amara. You've shown great courage today, Sophia Sora. Me before you turned down this task for fear of contracting the sickness themselves. Unfortunately, I have just learned that we have a far worse plague on our hands than that afflicting the citizens of Kaitan village, one that I fear will be not as easily cured. Nevertheless, you have done fine work today, and I am certain the gods will smile upon you for your deeds. Do not forget to speak with Master Togo again now that you have completed your advanced training. Excellent. Okay, yeah, I should be putting those points in Divine Favor, not Death Magic. Actually, I should just be running Guardian and get rid of this entirely for right now. I see my drop frame count as 0, and I don't know if that means I had the stream drop out again or not. At this point, I wish I was doing some sort of local recording, but I don't typically do that. Well, that was a hefty drop. All I did was walk through the portal, so hopefully you haven't missed anything. But yeah, that was hefty and annoying. Okay, Master Togo. How'd you like to have a boss fight against that Temple Guardian? Now that you have chosen secondary profession, I have a rare honor to bestow upon you. Every year, I bring my most promising students to the minister for a formal introduction. This year, I've selected you, along with Yijo here, for this honor. If you accept my invitation, meet me in Sunqua Vale, just outside the monastery gates, and we shall proceed to Minister Cho's estate. Of course I accept, Master Togo. Of course I accept. Yeah, I'm just going to download all of these and stitch them together. Let's walk in peace, shall we? It is such a lovely day. Let us proceed to the estate. The minister is waiting, or something like that. Guardian for 2 seconds is not very long, but... good views along here. They'll be fine. I don't need to worry about Master Togo at level 20 and Yijo Tan at level 10. Master Togo barely even feels the damage. Kasai does. But even then, that's not really much. Oh, they're gonna fight this danged thing, aren't they? Over aggroing there, guys. At least these mantids aren't like the Eye of the North ones. I would love the Char homelands were it not for the mantids. They single-handedly ruin those maps for me. Fighting the Char is fun. Fighting the mantids is tedious and annoying. And it's entirely because the mantids have that chance to stand back up when you kill them. Otherwise, I like the fact that they're heavy on the hexes and encourage you to do stuff about it. Well, I've drained that water cup. A formal introduction. Seems you are the new bunch of students Master Togo has been training. Most promising indeed. No doubt my son will be trained at the monastery when he comes of age. I will need to speak with Master Togo before I can let you in. Honored to be here. And then the rigmarole there. I do have more water cups, so. Oh my goodness.
Togo, I did not know you were here. The minister has been waiting for you. Please,
Rude.
you are welcome here. What is going on?
It is madness! Guards have turned on each other! Something has gone terribly wrong! It is madness, I tell you! Madness!
I think they made that stick that's used right here a weapon that you can get at some future point in time. But it's like a rare green drop or something.
Needs our help.
Yeah, like right
You will
there.
stay
What's going
here.
on with that background?
Not let anyone else in or out of this gate until we know what is going on. Whatever it is that threatens this estate must not be allowed to threaten the entire monastery.
Master Togo, my son. He is in there.
I will look for him.
Please, Master Togo, bring him back alive.
Surely the resurrection shrines can help with this, right? That's one of the things that's never been interrogated, and I think that's why they changed how things work with Guild Wars 2, because they didn't want to think about it too much. I'm at a complete loss as to what is happening. It appears that the guards on staff just suddenly went mad. They're either fighting each other or fighting the animals that have been afflicted. The few who managed to keep their wits say they saw a dark form appear and disappear, but none could give me more information than that. We desperately need Togo's help in this situation. It really is a shame you students had to be involved in this mess. Excellent. Character select time. Okay. You're at Mr. Cho's estate. You're in Sumai Village. I'm going to be doing some Mr. Cho's estate. I'm going to be doing so much Mr. Cho's estate. Let me get to that. Okay, I need to follow. Oh, right. Oh, right. This is where Sojourn kept dying. I remember that. That was awful. Let's see if I can have more success this time, eh? Because what I want to do fundamentally is I want to get this character to Minister Cho's estate as well, which she's just about to. I'm going to move this over here. So while I'm loath to speak these words, we follow the panda. If I'm able to complete this now, which would be fantastic, my intention, by the way, is to hop on to Sophelia Ash, the warrior, and see if I can't figure out other missions that I could get myself access to. Probably Boreless Pass. Again, what my plan is right now is to just do a bunch of preparation for the... why do I have a thing over there? No, I'm going to curve that way. But to do a bunch of preparation for the anniversary events. That way I can knock out missions. So I'm going to be doing a lot of Mr. Cho's estate then. Look, a Pride of Kappa. Am I using Jin's Hornbow? 'Cause I remember I was doing this and this guy kept getting himself killed, and it was awful. Bing Wong. Oh, go ahead. You certain your panda knows what she's doing. Yeah, this mountain yeti kept killing Sojin. And then we got past him, and the other thing killed him. Well, the two must be very similar in terms of smell. And then we got the Crimson Skull. Hopefully I'm able to successfully run some interference here. This would be a good spot to have barbs. The Sujin kept dying. That's what I remember. Hopefully Ison will help with keeping everybody alive, though. Oh, please don't tell me. Oh, no, he's over there. Okay, good. I was worried for a second there. Another concern is that this chest might be on the pathing path. Oh my goodness. Why does this keep happening? Not judge these poor wretches too harshly. Society is blamed for their desperate acts of banditry. I wonder if I can still succeed. Ahem. Oh my goodness, that's a friggin' level 15. Okay, well, the good news is the panda managed to escape. Bad news is that my healer is dead. And we're probably wiping here because there's a level 15, if you hadn't noticed. Yes, focus on me. Oh, this is not good. I mean, we're still alive, but it's not a good spot. Okay, hopefully this will give some time for some energy to return. I'm real glad I had healing signal on my bar, though, let me tell you. Look at that, isn't that magnificent? Contrary to popular belief, lake drakes are actually very shy creatures and only attack when provoked. Coming right for us. You must have frightened it, Zhou. Sojun is clearly an imbecile. And is clearly meant to be. Please do not start attacking Pei. I mean, there's definitely an element of this jerk right over here is a huge challenge to deal with that feels accurate in both gameplay and story. This is much harder than the monk one. Let me say that. The monk one was trivial. I just had to walk up to a couple of dudes and use healing. You see, Zhou, Ling Wang has found the red frog. I knew she would. It's a beauty, is it not? I am inclined to believe the beast gave itself up out of pity. Return to Headmaster Graiko and tell him we have confirmed the beast's existence. I will stay here and make sure Ling Wang does not find any more trouble. Where's this red frog? I see some kappa. Oh, right here. The mysterious red frog. That is what we are chasing all this time. Isn't it lively? What a lively little frog. Well, this is done, and these guys are still alive, and I consider that an accomplishment in and of itself. You have confirmed the sighting. A fortunate sign indeed. Excellent work, young ranger. Do not forget to visit Master Toko in Lanok Courtyard now that you have completed your advanced lessons. Thank you. I don't know why I still have a starter bow on my weapon selection. This recurve is definitely superior, though, let me tell you. I mean, this horn bow is also fairly comparable to that one, quite frankly. It has some armor penetration. Let's start a bow out of here. Now, I can get an increased bag size, so let's do that. Alright, time to talk to Master Togo. On this character. All right, Master Togo. I would gladly receive your formal introduction. I run around. You know what? There might not be anything here, but I really should stop by Zhao Di. Just in case there's anything I may want. Wow, I have more expertise than I have marksmanship. Interesting. I mean, I'm definitely going to want some of those later. Nothing's jumping out at me that much, though. Good sword skills. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely pick up stuff later, but... none of those feel pressing as a consideration, you know? That's good to salvage. These boots might be good. Barely. Most of the stuff is just not worth. Those copper crimson skull coins are probably worth more as saving for a potential Nick gift time, but I don't care enough. Alright, time for this slow, tedious walk again. Right, this nonsense. Let us proceed to the estate indeed. I really needed to see about getting a wired connection again. The problem that happened, you see, is that the cable I was using, I have been using for many years, and it started giving out. So it was no longer functioning, which is why I've been doing things wirelessly. And we just haven't gotten around to getting a new cable yet. But really need to. It's like there's some complications because it has to go through a hallway and it's not great, so. But it's abundantly clear that if I want to be streaming regularly, I need to be wired in. There's just, that's simply that. I'm going to skip the cutscene this time because it's just going to be the same thing. A cursed staff. All right. Almost there. Looks like I should be able to activate this. What I think is going on is, by the way, is that this cutscene. So this is what Xingje looks like, or Xingje. This is what it looks like looking back from Minister Cho's estate, right? Like if I hide the UI, you can see what it looks like looking this direction. And I think what happens with this cutscene is that they're using a different version of the map. I think they're using the map that's from Minister Cho's estate. And so it has more of the estate behind it. But when the camera, so like right here, things look fine.
Ah, Master
But when the camera looks this way, this is not at all how it looks, right? So it's clearly from a different map that has a different presentation of that area and everything. Thank you. I should... Well, that's not happening. Okay, let's just drop some stuff off at the bank. That holy rod's probably another iron ingot, which is worth more than that thing is, but that's just going to be wood. So, okay. I'm going to make one more factions character that's going to be a Mesmer Elementalist, but that's not imminent. The X-Bend. Well, I mean, that is where I want to be, technically. I think I was getting skills unlocked, maybe? Well, regardless, I want to go get access to Boreless Pass. I'm going to want to... Oh, my goodness. Okay, so she's gotten here and then has a bunch of other stuff to do. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff with her in various regions to get access, or to get various things going. Right now, I'm just going to get to Boreless Pass, so... and that's what we're going to wrap the stream up on. Is getting into Boreless Pass. And this character has heroes, as you can see, plainly, by their presence right here. And, you know, an elite skill in the form of Eviscerate, which normally in Prophecies you can't get until Hell's Precipice, so, you know, that's fun. I think I was probably here for skill quests, if I had to guess. Now, this bar is pretty well set up at this point. I wonder if I have a way of inflicting cracked armor in my team. That's foes on fire. There's definitely some dervish stuff that can do it, but I don't think I have that yet. Oh my goodness. Yep, we're over leveled for this area, and that's fun. to self-heal. Purge that for myself, though. Yeah, that's right. I have a ton of condition removal because there's just not a whole lot of other good options for skills yet. I guess, actually, now that I think about it, Takora has access to some healing skills that I just acquired. That's something to think about. We have a lot of melee on this party. We'd be well served by somebody bringing barbs, but I'm not sure who I'd stick that on. Okay, well, this axe is kind of not great in terms of the grand scheme of axes, but it is a max damage axe, and that counts for a lot in this area. My goodness. There's like 2 quests that are in the same area. The road to Borless Pass. Yeah, that's weird that they have 2 quests that are basically doing the exact same thing here. And also, I'm almost level 16, so that's kind of exciting. Weird that neither of them... Oh no, this one takes you into Borless Pass. The other one does not. Okay. A lot of centaurs in this area. I guess I have a lot of centaurs in Harathi. Not sure where Harathi is in relation to Borless Pass, though. I'm just thinking about centaurs and guild wars, too. Convince it to do that. There we go. I'm relieved to hear you cleared the road. I didn't want to have to tell the refugees to boil their leathers for supper. Ever since the storm started up, the stone summon have been causing us nothing but trouble. They constantly raid our caravans and pillage our supply trains. These mountain passes are trying enough for the weak and the old without their constant harassment. Yeah, more axe mastery seems good. I need to go to Yak Spend. Captain Osric at a west here. I can see Prince Rurik spoke the truth when he praised you so highly. I will need to stay here to provide safe harbor to Ascalonians who wish to follow the Prince's exodus, but we will begin escorting people to Borless Pass immediately. I may do that at some point in time, but right now I just want to leave this character in Borless Pass. Alright. That's going to conclude things for me for this stream. I now have the gigantic work of downloading everything and friggin' making it function, which is going to be annoying, but what you going to do? Okay, that's not worth. That's deeply not worth. Items already identified. Cool. Okay, I'm going to get a few things taken care of here with my inventory. But minor tactics, that's a good one to have on hand for later. But the long story short of it, I want to be streaming some more, especially over the next like week and a half or 2 weeks or something. But boy, howdy, I do not want things to go like they have today. Today has not been a smooth stream on a technical end. So hopefully I can get some stuff figured out before the next one. Unlikely, but I do want to stream again soon, but we shall see. Well, I'm not expecting to make money off of this area. All right, that's going to be it, though, like I said, for me for today. So until next time, hopefully not as long of a gap between this stream and the next one as there was between the one prior to this one and this one. But take care, everyone, and goodbye.